Camera is on. I am ready. Okay. Are you wearing my shirt?
Yeah.
How long have you been wearing my clothes?
Well, since the night you took Beth out on the New Year's Eve date, wearing my very nice sweater.
Dad!
What? I thought this was one of our things now. This is my shirt.
It's mine now.
So, hey there everyone, I'm Scott.
And I'm Max, and you asked us some questions, and we have the answers. So the first question is from Jairo. He says, do you and Grace always have disagreements?
I think you mean Joyce? I don't know who Grace is. But that actually coincides with another question asked by Groovy Gadget. Will your mom ever accept you for who you are? Wow, this question sounds familiar.
Yeah.
We have always butted heads. When I was a teenager living under her roof, I came out and I got to know myself more, but we never had the chance to have a lot of heart-to-heart conversations. She's a tough woman to crack, but she's coming around.
How many times have you said that?
So many. Let's see. Terrence from Twitter asks, what's the update on Max's bully?
Well, he's still getting used to the fact that I want to be friends. In gym class, we got paired up as a tennis team, and we won. So this summer, he wants to practice and use me to get better. I think he sees the potential in our friendship. Right, Eric?
Yaravor asks, if you could be any superhero, who would it be?
Wow, that is a hard one. I'd either say Superman, Spider-Man, or Link.
I would be a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
What color?
Red or pink?
Of course. Of course. Green. Green. Come on. Turns into the White Ranger.
Nowsby asks, Max, what do you want to do in the future?
Well, I mean, cooking is something that I really enjoy, but I don't think I could make a career out of that. And I enjoy vlogging, but I don't think I can make a career out of that either.
Why not? I think you could totally do both. You could cook and vlog at the same time. You could be the guy version of Martha Stewart or Julia Child.
You just want me to bring you food all the time.
And that. Stirring is hard.
Okay. James Granger asked, what are your thoughts on labels?
This is something I've always wanted to talk about on our vlog, but I didn't know how to bring it up. The one label that I'm really not a fan of is queer. I don't know. Maybe it's a generational thing, but I've never considered myself queer. I don't know. The younger generation of LGBT youth, they seem to have embraced it. I'm a gay man with a straight son and a bisexual boyfriend. I think labels are important to an extent, but I certainly wouldn't force any label on anyone.
I think when children get to my age, or even sometimes younger, they just get confused about what they should be. Maybe it's because I'm more in tune with it because I was raised by a gay dad. But you shouldn't worry about what you are. It'll come to you. There's no deadline or test of when you need to know.
I think this is a good discussion to have. So I'd like if you guys told us what you thought in the comment section below.
Yeah. What are your thoughts? All right. Usama asked, how did you get the courage to come out to your mom?
Well, before I came out, I felt like Clark Kent in Smallville. I felt like I had all the weight of the world on my shoulders. When I finally got the courage to come out to both of my parents, my dad died. So I never got to tell him. And to this day, I have a lot of regret that I never got to tell him, even though he wouldn't have been a fan of it. But who knows? Maybe I would have been the guy that, changed his whole view and opinion about homosexuality. Anyway, I knew at that point that I didn't want to hide anymore, so I told my mom, and then she kicked me out. So, even though my coming out wasn't pretty, after that point, I felt more free and liberated, and I had all the confidence in the world to tell everyone now. So it was a good thing.
Christian asks, Scott, how did you get into the comic book business, and tell us some of the struggles that you've had to get to where you are now.
Me again?
Yeah.
Well, okay. When I was 20 years old, I moved here and I met Amy, and she's the one that got me the job as a cashier at Sci-Fi Collectibles. And through the years, I just moved up. It's such a fun place to work at and such fun people to be around that I never wanted to leave. When I first started out at the store, they only sold comic books, but eventually they learned in order to stay open, you have to sell toys and DVDs and have D&D nights and other events. They franchised into 2 other stores, and each store has their own manager. I'm one.
The best one.
Aw, thanks.
All right. 12, this is me 12 asks, if you ever got a tattoo, where would you get it? What would you get and why?
Well, I do have one. It's the Chinese symbol for peace. I got it when I was 19 years old. It reminds me every day to aspire to something.
I'd probably get a Japanese symbol from my favorite anime, Full Metal Alchemist. It's an alchemic symbol that means fixed from volatile. It means that you've had a rough past, you've overcome it, and you're a better person because of it. I've had a rough past, and it makes the present a lot easier.
And he will, of course, get this when he's of legal age.
Right.
Simplum Bob asks, have you guys ever been to a gay pride parade?
Yep. All right, Kaylin O'Donnell says, you know you played YouTuber Whispers wrong. Okay, so we were a little heated that night, but the real way to play is in the description box down below. Esther Ring asks, what is the craziest thing that you've ever done? Can I adjust the question?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so this might still count as crazy, but the grossest thing that we do all the time is that when we try a place for the first time, we order everything on the menu.
Agreed. Yes, it is crazy and gross. This one time we went to a street fair with my mom for our family outing day, and we ordered something from every food truck that was there. She was not very impressed, but we enjoyed it.
Yeah, we couldn't order everything from every single food truck there.
Well, no, we had to spread the love that night.
Yeah, how else are we supposed to know what not to get the next time that we come around?
And plus, what if one of those food trucks disappears and we never see it again? We will have missed the opportunity to try what that truck had to offer.
Yeah. Stomachache hangovers are something that you get when you hang out with us.
Yeah. So that's all the questions we have for you today.
Yeah. Leave a comment and or question down below, and we will make another Q&A very soon.
And remember to follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and if you want, you can continue the conversation on those.
Yeah, we'll put those in the description box below.
Yeah.
Bye!
Bye!